Hello. Is it possible to have parental alienation, but not towards the parent with whom the child does not live, but towards the one who is raising him? Every time the child comes home from a meeting with the other parent or his relatives, he acts as if he hates the parent who takes care of him, and a long conditioning is needed. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, that is just such a painful and deeply confusing question. And I want you to know if you're the one asking it or if this resonates with you, you are so not alone. So let's break down what's really happening here. Because, just understanding this dynamic, that's the first step to finding a way through it. Let's dive right in.
Okay, so right off the bat, I need to say this loud and clear. What you are seeing, what you are feeling, it is absolutely real. This is a known psychological dynamic. You are not imagining it, and you are not overreacting. That feeling, that your child comes home and they're like a completely different person, it's incredibly disorienting, and it's valid. So, to get right to the heart of that question, the answer is yes. It is absolutely possible. And what's more, this kind of thing happens way more often than people openly talk about. It feels so backwards, so counterintuitive, right? And because of that, so many parents just suffer through it in silence. You know, this isn't just your kid having a bad day or acting out randomly. No, this pattern has a name. And giving it a name is so important because it gives you a handle on it. It helps us understand the mechanics of what's going on, and it lets us move from that awful place of confusion and hurt to a place of clarity, and eventually to a strategy. So, what do we call this? Well, the technical term for this is inverted parental alienation. It's basically a loyalty conflict that's been manipulated. And here's the absolute most important thing to get. That behavior you're seeing, the anger, the pushing away, it is not a true reflection of how your child actually feels about you deep down. Not at all. It's just them externalizing this incredibly intense internal battle that they're being forced into. And the way this happens, it's usually not obvious. It's almost never a big, aggressive thing. It's so much more subtle. It's like 1,000 tiny paper cuts, little undermining comments, like, oh, your mom just doesn't understand you, does she? That slowly chip away at your authority. Or it's creating this funhouse world where there are no rules and endless promises, which, of course, makes your stable, loving home feel like a prison. The child gets emotionally burdened. We're so sad when you're not here. And then they come back to you and they're just a mess, completely confused and dysregulated. Okay, so this is what's so hard to wrap your head around. It's the most painful and, honestly, the most confusing part of this whole thing. Why? Why are you the one who's there day in and day out, providing the care, the stability, the love? Why are you the one who gets all the backlash? I mean, it's the kind of question that will absolutely keep you up at night, right? You're thinking, I do everything for this child. I give them love, I give them structure, and what do I get back? Rejection, hostility. It just feels so fundamentally wrong. But, and this is a big but, there's a very real psychological reason this is happening. And here it is, the answer. It's because you are the secure base. You are their safe place to land. Think about that for a second. What that means is their behavior, it isn't a rejection of your love. It's actually a testament to your love. It's because they feel so completely safe with you that they can finally let go and just fall apart. They know on a deep, unconscious level that your love is unconditional, that you can take it, you won't leave. So in a really strange, twisted way, their acting out is actually a cry for the very safety that only you can provide. There's a saying that just captures the heartbreaking truth of this. Paradoxically, the most stable parents suffer the most. Think about it. Your strength, your stability, your unwavering love, that's exactly what makes you the target. Because on some level, your child knows you're strong enough to handle it. Okay, so you might be wondering, how do I know if this is just normal kid stuff, like being tired after a visit or something more? It's a great question. Look at the difference here. Normal adaptation? Yeah, they might be grumpy for a bit, but they bounce back pretty quickly. There's no deep hostility. But with this alienation pattern, it's different. It's a repeating cycle after every visit. You might hear them using weird adult-sounding phrases that just aren't them. And you'll see this sudden jarring switch where they idealize the other parent and completely devalue you. All right, so understanding the why behind all this it's crucial. But now we need to talk about the how. How do you handle this? This is where you start to get your power back. And the absolute key is learning to respond thoughtfully, not just react emotionally. Because honestly, getting you to react is exactly what this whole dynamic is designed to do. So first, let's cover what not to do. These are the traps we can all fall into. Grilling your child the second they walk in the door. What did they say? What did you do? That just shoves them right into the middle of a loyalty tug-of-war. Trying to argue or prove that you're the right parent, or getting into a competition with gifts and special treats. I get it, the impulse is totally understandable, but it just adds fuel to the fire. It makes everything worse. So what actually helps? What can you do? Number 1, be calm, be predictable. Your calm reaction is their anchor when they're lost in a sea of confusion. 2, name the feeling, not the behavior. So instead of stop being so angry, you could try, wow, I can see you have some really big upsetting feelings right now. See the difference? 3, have a simple, calming routine for when they get home. Nothing big, just a snack, a quiet activity, something to help them transition and recenter in their safe space. And finally, number 4, hold your loving boundaries. Structure plus love equals real security. Remember that. Your consistency is the ultimate antidote to all this manipulation. Okay, let's bring this all together for a final and, I think, most important truth. This is about really understanding your fundamental role in your child's life, especially when that role feels like it's constantly under attack. I want you to really let this sink in. This is an attack on the one who holds the frame of reality. That's you. You're not just a parent. You are the keeper of what's real, what's consistent, what's true for your child. And the reason you're being attacked is because that frame, your stable reality, is the one thing that manipulation can't easily break down. Your steadfastness. That is your superpower here.
So let's end right here. If you hear nothing else, please hear this. You are not alone in this. And, most importantly, you are not causing this. Your job isn't to fix it overnight. Your job is to be the lighthouse, to just stay steady, stay bright, and trust that your consistent love, your consistent reality, that is the anchor your child will use to find their way back home to you.